Welcome back, romance enthusiasts. In this chapter, we're introducing Nate Reynolds, rugged photographer with a disdain for filters, about to capture more than just the raw beauty of Hawaii. Brace yourself for a snapshot of desire that no filter can disguise. Chapter 2. Raw Exposure. The first rays of sunlight crept over the horizon, painting the sky in hues of pink and gold. Nate Reynolds crouched low on the wet sand, his camera poised to capture the moment. He held his breath, waiting. There. A flash of green. Click. Nate grinned, reviewing the image on his camera's display. He'd caught it. The elusive green flash, a split-second optical phenomenon that occurred just as the sun dipped below or peaked above the horizon. It was the kind of raw, unfiltered moment he lived for. Rising, Nate brushed the sand from his worn cargo shorts. His hair, longer than he usually kept it, was tied back in a messy bun. A 3-day stubble shadowed his jaw. He looked nothing like the polished photographer who'd left Colorado 3 months ago. Slinging his camera bag over his shoulder, Nate began the trek back to his rented beach cottage. The sand was cool beneath his bare feet, and the salty breeze carried the scent of plumeria. He paused, closing his eyes and inhaling deeply.
This was real.
Inside the cottage, Nate's laptop sat open on a driftwood desk, surrounded by empty coffee mugs and scattered notepads. He set his camera down and slumped into the chair, fingers hovering over the keyboard. The cursor blinked accusingly at the top of a blank document. The Authentic Hawaii, a photographic journey. Nate ran a hand over his face, his excitement from the beach fading. The book deal had seemed like a dream come true when his agent first mentioned it. A chance to showcase Hawaii's hidden beauty, its untouched landscapes and genuine culture. To create something real in a world oversaturated with artificial perfection. But as the deadline loomed, doubt gnawed at him. Was he really capturing the essence of Hawaii? Or was he just another outsider, taking without truly understanding? His gaze drifted to a framed photo on the desk. Nate and his ex-girlfriend, Emily, arms around each other at the summit of a Colorado mountain. He'd taken that photo 2 years ago, just before everything fell apart. Before he'd caught her staging candid moments for her growing Instagram following, twisting their relationship into content for likes. Nate's jaw clenched at the memory. He turned the frame face down with more force than necessary.
No. He wouldn't let this project become another exercise in fabricated reality. Hawaii deserved better. He deserved better.
Determined, Nate pulled up his calendar. He had 2 months left before his return flight to the mainland. 2 months to dig deeper, to find the real stories behind the postcard-perfect beaches and luau's. His finger traced a circle around today's date. There was a local festival in Halewa Town, the kind of event tourists often overlooked. It wasn't the Hawaii of travel brochures, but it was authentic, real. Nate stood, stretching until his back popped. He gathered his camera gear, double-checking that he had plenty of memory cards. As he headed for the door, his phone buzzed with a notification.
Landed in paradise. Can't wait to share this journey with you all. #Aloha Vibes. #Island Life.
The post was from @LillianBloom, an influencer his agent had suggested he follow for inspiration. The photo showed a young woman beaming at the camera, lei around her neck, Instagram perfect from her glossy hair to her coordinated luggage. Nate rolled his eyes and pocketed his phone without liking the post. That wasn't the Hawaii he was here to capture. With a determined set to his shoulders, Nate stepped out into the warm Hawaiian morning. Somewhere beyond the tourist traps and staged photo ops, the real Hawaii was waiting, and he was going to find it, one authentic moment at a time.